Well, hello there. Thank you so much for joining us. We are super excited for tonight because I have an awesome guest and I cannot wait for you to meet her. It is Kaylene Yoder. She is our newest Lemongrass Lady of the Year. Hey, Kaylene, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well. I'm super excited to introduce you to everybody. This is going to be such a fun take a look, especially because we just came back from conference in Orlando. Some of us finally just got unpacked. We are, jumping into this new season with so many brand new products and so many fun things to talk about being inspired from coming off an event like that. And so, as being named our newest Lemongrass Lady of the Year, I want to hear a little bit, first of all, a little bit about you, Kaylene, and then we're going to chat about that moment that your name was announced. So, tell us a little bit about where you're from, Kaylene, about your family, and so people can get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah, so I'm a mom of three, married to Sam for 19 years. We have three teenagers, and we are super busy. We live on a farm in Iowa, and we have a very full life. Um, we have currently, I'm wearing yellow, and I feel like today is just all about yellow because we also have a garden and we have tons of corn coming off the garden today. And so we're very yellow over here for today.
I love that, Kaylene. That's awesome. Number one, it looks beautiful on you. That color is just stunning. And that's actually the same color as your dress when you were awarded Lemongrass Lady of the Year. So, congratulations. Tell
Thank
me, how did that feel when your name was announced?
Um, Surreal. You were saying all these beautiful things, and my mind was racing. Like, who could it be? Who could it be? Because I always want to guess. And then you mentioned, or you started quoting a reel that I had done a week prior, or maybe just a short amount prior. And I was like, how wonderful that she was inspired to use my reel. And then I was like, oh wait, she's using my reel. What is happening? And then you mentioned prayer warrior and author, and I'm like, oh my goodness, is this really happening? And
Yeah.
I don't remember much after that. I do remember thinking as I walked up there, now is not a good time to fall, Kaylene. um, it was it was surreal. It was an honor. It is an honor, and thank you so much um, for allowing me this. And yeah, I'm still trying to. I think I'm still trying to come to grips with it.
Well, it definitely is one of those honors, and it's not easy to choose. Every year there's so many people and women in our community, consultant community, that are so deserving, obviously. But you had an incredible year. You've had an incredible career here at Lemongrass, and so many of the things that you did this last year were just over the top, outstanding, not only in your own personal business, how you've poured into other women, obviously being an Amazon selling book author, and so many things that you've done to just really inspire and encourage other people to live their best lives. So I'm just super excited for you and everything that you've built with your own consultant community and your business, but then more importantly, just women in general and how you support and pray for them. I think it's incredible.
Thank
So,
you.
as an Amazon best-selling author, we'll go in that direction a moment. What have you learned through that experience that inspired you to write prayer books? I'm super curious about that.
So I was inspired to write prayer books because um, I wanted to just cover my family in the Lord's word, and I didn't really understand prayer when I started. So I just dug into the word and asked God, what do I pray? What do I say? I've never prayed out loud. And I started just speaking his verses, his promises over my family, and those turned into prayers. And first it was for my husband, like basic, like protection, wisdom, things like that. And then it became more character prayers and um, prayers for his his life, and then it became for my children. And those though I just wrote those down, never figured they'd turn into books. And then one day I was inspired to start a blog, just a free blog to log these prayers. And I never, I didn't figure they'd turn into anything. They were just my personal little log of prayers. And people started finding them, and they started requesting them to be books. And I was raised Amish. We don't know squat about online things. They don't teach little Amish girls how to run a website. So, the biggest thing I learned through that process was do the next thing. Just take one step at a time, learn as you go. You don't have to have it all figured out before you just dive in. You give it your best shot. You make mistakes, you learn from them, and you try again. And so that's how those books came about. Super amazed at how God has used those books to help and inspire and encourage mamas who are praying and wives who are praying for their husbands.
Uh, Kaylene, I know you've inspired so many people and really helped guide them. I've ordered a couple of the books, and then last year we had you speak at conference for our worship, and it really was an inspiring service to be sure. And I really do think that you've guided so many women toward Him, and so that's obviously part of your life's work and the gifts that He's given you. So that's incredible. Well, in addition to that, I know that you give advice to other moms, and prayer is a big part of that. What other advice do you have for mamas out there, especially going into those teenage years? That can be challenging for everybody in the family, right?
Oh, yes. Teenagers are fun, and sometimes they're a lot. So when my kids were babies, I always heard, oh, just wait till they're teenagers, or wait till they're, you know, 16 and you can't handle them and they're just awful. Like, people made it sound like teenagers were awful. And I became the mom who was determined to love her teens. I wanted to love the teen years. And I can say, I love my teens. They are amazing humans. Um, so when they were kiddos, I started parenting with the end in mind, just with a vision of who will this child become? They're going to be a child for 18 years, and then they're an adult. So instead of raising kids, I went about my parenting, um, my prayers, my habits, my thought processes. I went about my parenting with the end in mind, knowing that I am raising adults, not children. I want them
Mm.
to be ready to leave the nest. And now we are in those years where they're wanting to leave the nest, and um, it's hard. It is hard to um, not want to, hover and smother. But I'm also super comforted knowing that I have prepared them for whatever their life is um, going to bring. They are strong, they are independent, they are wise, and it was allowing them to be their own person, not try to, smother them, not try to control every aspect, allowing them some pain, allowing them some struggles, and really capturing their hearts instead of trying to force obedience. If you can if you can capture your children's hearts, you will have um, you will have them long after 18 years old. They will come home. They will love you. You will have a really good relationship with them. And yes, you'll hit bumps, but the teen years are super special, and they're going to be adults longer than they ever will be children. So parent with the end in mind.
Oh, I love that phrase. For anybody, for all of you watching, what did you just learn from Kaylene? Because there were at least 5 tips in there that are huge, but it's kind of that long-term vision for you preparing them for adulthood. And I think that's the big takeaway, at least for me too. And having gone through that with my 2 daughters, that's just incredible advice, especially if you're thinking, oh, my kids are toddler age right now, or elementary school. I'm not quite there.
Mhm.
Listen to Kaylene's advice. That's very sound and very astute. I appreciate that. Really good. Well, we wanted to talk a little bit more about conference and the event that we just came from. And I was just kind of curious if there was a product or grouping of products that we launched from stage just a couple of weeks ago that you feel are going to be game changers for you personally, that you fell in love with, but also you're seeing interest from maybe some of your followers.
Oh, yes. Definitely the room spray. The room sprays are always a hot topic when they come out in the fall. For the past few years, they've been seasonal items. So I was thrilled to see a room spray in the full catalog and it's called the lemon verbena. Smells absolutely amazing. It is so incredible. I love the lemon sorbet foaming hand soap that goes with it. Um, that set will have your house smelling amazing. You'll be able to clean with the soap. It's so refreshing and so um, honestly, I think the lemon's going to be a little deodorizing. So personally, I wash my I wash my furniture and my carpets and curtains and blankets with the lemon because it is deodorizing, and that lemon verbena is just going to um, yeah, it's a beautiful addition to that product line.
Oh, it is. I've got one right here. The verbena is just that fresh, crisp lemon. It's like someone just sliced it right in front of you. Absolutely love it. It is so great for refreshing spaces all
Yes.
around your home.
Yeah.
That's a favorite. Yeah. What else, Kayleen?
Oh, the Calm Balm. When we had the Calm Balm in January, I had orders from my husband to stock up on the Calm Balm because he loves it.
Yeah.
That combination of lavender, magnesium, and vetiver and some valerian just helps calm and soothe the body, the senses, and it was definitely a treat to see it in the full line catalog because a lot of my clients love it. My husband was thrilled, and so am I. We use the Calm collection pretty much every day in our household because between sports and just body aches and just life, and we all need a little bit of help with in the magnesium department. So super thrilled to see the Calm Balm come back.
Oh, we are too. This is a wellness balm. And you're exactly right with the valerian and vetiver. And with the base of the lavender, it just smells really, really nice. But I will tell you, it just is such a game changer. I agree with you with the magnesium, and you can use it before going to bed, make it part of your routine, right?
Yes.
So we just FYI on this too, we just had this question come up in our consultant community. I think it's really great to also let people know we recommend it for age 12 and up. So not for the littles, but 12 and up is safe because of that EO blend. So great choice, Kaylene. I love that. Anything else?
Oh yes, the Bakuchiel eye cream.
I
I
knew you were going to say that one.
The Bakuchiel Duo has been my all-time favorite product, and to add an eye cream to it is just amazing. I'm so thrilled to be able to help my clients brighten and smooth and lift their eye area, and it's a perfect fit. So I'm thrilled for the Bakuchiel eye cream.
Yeah, I am too. Not only is the formulation, of course, incredible with the natural retinol alternative with the bakuchiol and all the hydrating extracts, but in addition to that, I just love this packaging with the cooling stainless steel tip.
Yeah.
Really nice. It's a game changer.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I know I've got a couple more questions I want to ask. And then we're going to do a drawing here in just a few minutes from everybody who's watching. But a couple other things that I wanted to really ask you your opinion on is, in your circle of women, from being a book author, your team here at Lemongrass Spa, and then the community as a larger group of people. How important is that community of women that you decided to surround you with? What kind of impact have they made on your life, Kaylene?
Surround yourself with women who are maybe one step ahead of where you want to be, and surround yourself with women who genuinely cheer for you. Sometimes they're hard to find because there's a lot of competition and a lot of, um, yeah, there's just a lot of competition amongst women, a lot of comparison, but be the one who doesn't compare, and you will attract those people. You will attract like-minded people to your circle. And also be okay with your circle changing over the years. Um,
Mhm.
People come and go into our lives in different seasons. Like, and we come into their life for a different during one of their seasons. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, um, be the woman that you want to have in your life. You will attract those women, and also be willing to grow and learn and change alongside those women. I don't know. Does that answer your question?
It does. Yeah, it really does. It's so smart that you're willing and you recognized obviously over the years, and that's your wisdom with sometimes those circles change, and looking outside of that immediate circle sometimes is exactly what you need to become part of that growth phase of your life, right? I love that. How would you encourage someone to be part of Lemongrass Spa in your circle here at this company?
Oh, well, I would recommend anyone give this business a shot. This community, I know we've heard it over and over and over, but this community is special. I have been with direct sales for almost 20 years and multiple different companies. And when I started with Lemongrass, I was determined to not be involved because of just hard situations in other communities and my overall experience with other women. And so I earned trips and I did the business and I liked the paycheck, and I refused to go to conference or any kind of meetings. And then on those trips, I met Heidi and I met a few other consultants, and they were actually good humans. And so that that helped me know that this community is genuine. This community is real. And after I went to my first conference, I knew that there's something special about Lemongrass Spa. And so I encourage, if you are on the fence about joining and you're just not sure about it, but you could use some extra income, give it a shot. You don't have to have it all figured out. Most of us don't either. We learn as we go. We grow together. We learn together, um, and this is a safe space for women to learn and grow and expand their journey wherever they want to go.
Hmm. I love that, Kaylene. And thank you for being vulnerable and explaining kind of what your feelings were in the beginning, because I think that's such an important part of growth, and then understanding I'm in a place now where you feel like growth is possible. You've seen it, especially this last year, with all the growth that you've had on your team, and new customers, people seeking you out to find answers and advice about skincare, and the wellness products that we have here at Lemongrass. So that's super exciting. Well, I know many of you are interested, especially in some of the products that Kaylene mentioned. And so, Kaylene, what are you thinking in terms of maybe doing a giveaway for everybody who's watching tonight? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. That'd be so fun.
It'd be really fun. So, what is your favorite one that you'd like to give away this evening? And I'm gonna say, let's draw three winners from those of you who are not already part of our lemongrass community. And what we want you to do is type in hashtag lemongrass and tag a friend in the comments, someone you know who might really enjoy hearing Kaylene's story, her advice on parenting, but then also some of her top favorite products. And so, Kaylene, which products would you like to give away tonight?
Well, I think we should do the lemon verbena because yellow.
Let's do it. I love the theme. That is so perfect. So she picked the lemon verbena room spray. It's absolutely beautiful. We're going to give away three of those tonight. So type in hashtag lemongrass in the comments. Tag a friend who might be interested in hearing this message from tonight from Kaylene, and we're going to have a drawing tomorrow morning. So, best wishes, everybody. What else would you like to share, Kaylene, tonight before we wrap up?
Ah, hmm. I hear from so many women, oh, I'm not confident, or I'm I could never do this, or I could never do that, or I would never measure up. Um, we weren't born with confidence. We were born with courage. So you don't need to feel confident. And I know that might not be super encouraging, but we were born with spirits of power, love, and a sound mind. And that means we can absolutely do hard things. I tell my kids all the time, you were born to do hard things. Life is not easy. You can take one step at a time, grow, learn, adjust, learn more, grow again. And you just keep doing that. Never underestimate what just a little bit of courage, a little bit of faith can do for your life and change the trajectory of your own life and your family's life. So be courageous.
Wow. Be courageous.
Yeah.
Beautifully said, Kayleen. Thank you so much. Anytime I have an opportunity to spend time with you, I always have so many takeaways, and I learn a lot about self-development, that's for sure. Well, Kayleen, thank you again. I really appreciate it, and thank all of you for joining us this evening. This was so much fun. I appreciate you.